Hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Ben IVY Lapidary'de yurt dışı eğitim danışmanlığı ekibinde çalışıyorum. İstanbul ve Gaziantep'te ofisleri olan bir kurumuz. Lise ve ortaokul öğrencilerine yurt dışında kariyer planlaması konusunda rehberlik ediyoruz. 10 yılı aşkın süredir bu alanda hizmet veriyoruz ve gerçekten iddialıyız. Ekibimizde 5 danışman ve 50 akademik kadro bulunmaktadır. Öğrencilerimizin akademik altyapılarını hedefledikleri üniversitelere göre şekillendiriyoruz. Amacımız en uygun üniversitelere yerleştirmek ve aynı zamanda Charles Üniversitesi'nin temsilciliğini yürütüyoruz. Charles Üniversitesi 1348 yılında kuruldu. Dünya sıralamasında ilk 250'de yer almaktadır ve YÖK tarafından da tanınmaktadır. Tıp, diş hekimliği, eczacılık, mühendislik ve ekonomi alanlarında oldukça güçlüdür. Mezunlarımız Avrupa Birliği ülkelerinde kolaylıkla çalışabilmektedir. Bugün sizlere Charles Üniversitesi hakkında detaylı bir bilgi verilecektir. Sunumu üniversitenin uluslararası öğrenci birimi sorumlusu Daniel Sekro yapacaktır. Sunumdan sonra 15 dakikalık bir soru cevap oturumumuz olacak. Chat kısmına sorularınızı yazabilirsiniz. Tüm sorularınızı cevaplayacağız. Aynı zamanda ben mailimi de yazacağım. Direkt benimle de iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Teşekkür ederim. Yes, I'm done. Daniel, you can continue.
Okay, thank you so much, Ezgi, and thank you, Lapidary, for having me here. So today we will be speaking about the possibility of studying in the Czechia, and also the possibility of foundation programs which can help you in your studies in the Czech Republic. So now I will start before we actually go into our university. We will start with the location, with our country, with the Czech Republic. So in this first slide, I would like to take you just to see some overview what to expect when you will be starting studies in the Czech Republic. So number one, it's really high quality education, because we are in the top 11% of universities in Europe, and we are in top 16 in the world in the QS work rankings. We are in the 250 spot. What we offer is affordable or free studies. We will get into this a little bit later, what the difference between affordable and free studies. We also have international recognized diploma, so you can, even though that maybe the Czech Republic is not your fine destination in terms of finding job or even or even just the studies, you can still move around all Europe or even the US or in Asia, and the diploma from Charles University will be completely fine for you. Also, the safety is something that we are here actually by William Russell. We are the third safest city in the world, speaking about the Prague, because most of the campuses of the Charles University are located in Prague. And also, last but not least, is relatively low cost of living. I mean, everywhere in the world is rising, but still here you can live for 400 to 600 euros per month, of course, depending how much you're spending or saving.
Let me translate, Daniel. Is there?
Okay, that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, maybe after a slide. Merhaba arkadaşlar, tercümeyi Ezgi ile birlikte yapacağız burada. Daniel Çekya'dan bahsetmek gerekirse diye başladı. Önce Çekya'yı tanıtacak. Yüksek eğitimli bir ülke. Avrupa'da %11 de üniversiteleri eğitim düzeyi. Yani ilk 10'da diyebiliriz. QS dediğimiz üniversite sıralamasında, dünyada kabul edilen en meşhur üniversite sıralamasında üniversiteleri de Çekya'daki üniversiteler de o %16'da. Daha sonra izah edeceğim dedi. Affordable'la free study ne demek? Afford yani şey yapılabilir anlamında. Yani ücreti ödenebilir. Çok pahalı değil anlamında. Bir de free study ise ücretsiz eğitimden bahsedecek daha sonra. Diplomaları uluslararası geçerliliği olan diplomalar var. Dünyada en güvenli 3. ülke Czech Republic. Yani suç oranı olarak en düşük ülkelerden bir tanesi. Aylıkta Çekya'daki bir insanın aylık gideri aylık 400 ile 600 euro arasında. Okey. Please go on.
Thank you so
Daniel.
much.
Yes.
And the last thing about the location is that we are right in the middle of the Europe, so you are free to travel around the place. So you can visit different countries as well, for example, Germany, Italy, or France. And also, you don't have to be afraid that if you come to Prague, you will be like alone here, because we have plenty of international students here coming from all over the world, including Turkey. You have a lot of students from Turkey. And also during your university studies, you can also have some part-time job or already work in the company. Maybe you would like to end it up later as an interim or part-time. And also
Okay.
you will, and I'm sorry, and the last one is also you will, because Czech Republic and especially the Prague is quite historical, so you will feel the culture here, the history, and also you can visit different cities, not just the Prague, and discover the nature.
Okay, ekstradan Çekya Avrupa'nın merkezinde olan bir ülke. Zevk alınacak, gezilecek ve seyahat edilecek bir ülke. Özellikle batıda olduğu gibi Çekya'da batıda değil, batı ülkelerinin bazılarında olmasının tersine Çekya'da uluslararası öğrenciler için gruplar var. Yani siz oraya güvenli olarak gidebilirsiniz. Yani yabancı düşmanla yok anlamında söylüyor. Üniversitede çalışma imkanları var ve ülke zengin kültürel mirasa, tarihe ve şehirlere sahip. That's okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And now we move actually to us as Charles University and UJOP. UJOP maybe sounds a little bit funny, but it's our shortcut and it's abbreviation for the Institute for Language and Preparatory Studies, which is the part of Charles University that I represent. But before we look more into our institute, we will look into the numbers of Charles University itself. So we are quite old university. We were established in 1348, and we have around 50,000 students. Last year, we have even more, 52,000. We have nearly 1,000 study programs, which 1/3 of them, around 300, it's in English. And we have 17 faculties in 5 different cities. But as I mentioned before, I believe 12 or 13 are located in Prague. What maybe it's interesting for you as a potential students, that you can actually continue in the work of our alumni, which some of them are quite famous. For example, Albert Einstein or Nikola Tesla, or maybe the writer Franz Kafka. So this is some alumni that goes through the Charles University in the past.
That's okay. Charles'ın sayılarından bahsedecek gerekirse Avrupa'nın en eski üniversitelerinden birisi 1348'de kurulmuş. 52.000 öğrencisi var. 976 bölüm var 17 fakülte içerisinde. Daha önce demiştik uluslararası kabul edilebilirliği söz konusu. 11.259 yabancı dil öğrencisi var. 200 bölümü var. 292 İngilizcesi, 5 tane de şehri var. Tabii ki Charles Üniversitesi'nden meşhur olan mezun olan bazı meşhurlar bildiğimiz Albert Einstein, tahmin edeceğimiz gibi Nikola Tesla, Franz Kafka, Milan Kundera gibi meşhur insanlar bu üniversitede okumuş, buradan mezun olmuşlar. Thank you.
Okay, and now a little bit about our cooperation, international cooperation. It's partly because we are quite prestige university, and we have a lot of history. We have also very rich cooperation across the Europe. Of course, for you as a student, probably the first thing you would notice is Erasmus Plus program, which you can, if you're studying in Charles University, you can still apply for this program, that you can spend 1 semester or even 1 year at different universities. So, for example, you will apply for Charles University. You will be study here in Prague, but maybe you can also apply for different place elsewhere. So you can have more experience, and you can put it in your CV that you studied in different universities as well. I think that's most important, but of course we have also some unique cooperation, for example, with University of Sorbonne in France, or University in Milano, or so University of St. Andrews. So we have multiple cooperation with universities, but I guess for students, most important is this Erasmus Plus program.
Ben de girebilirim hocam.
Buyurun hocam, devam edin. Please go on.
Tamam. Üniversitenin aynı zamanda Erasmus Plus programı bulunuyor. 3400'den fazla anlaşması var partner enstitülerle. Öğrenciler hani anlaşmalı olduğu üniversitelere gidip isterse bir dönem, isterse bir yıl Erasmus Plus yapabiliyor. Önemli olan en iyi üniversitelerden Sorbonne Üniversitesi, Milan Üniversitesi, Varşova Üniversitesi gibi çok önemli üniversitelerde bulunuyor ve bunu ileride CV'nize de yansıtabilirsiniz. Yani çok faydalı bir program olduğunu belirtti. Evet hocam, eklemek istediğiniz bir şey olsa siz de ekleyebilirsiniz.
That's okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Please go on, Daniel.
Okay, and here we are moving again back to the Charles University. That I would just like to show you some facilities we have, because I mentioned that we are quite old and heritage, but you have to keep moving and keep evolving. So we are evolving as well, and we have, for example, here just a couple of examples what we did in last 5 years. That's Biomedical Center in Pilsen, new campus in Hradec Králové, recording center in Prague, learning pavilion in second medical faculty, and also the new building of Faculty of Social Sciences. Basically, it's like the library and big aula there. So this is just some facilities that we make.
Evet, farklı fakültelerdeki açılan tesislerden bahsediyor. Biyomedikal Merkez Pilsen'deki, Hradec Králov'da açılan yeni kampüs ve Recording Center. Bunlar tekrar yeni yapılmış ve çok iyi olan yerlerden bahsediyor. İkinci Medikal Fakültedeki center'ı da göstermiş. Evet, think you can go on.
Okay. Yeah, and now we actually look into it, why to consider foundation programs, because maybe you think you can apply straight away without foundation program, which could be true, but I would really suggest you to at least consider foundation program, because it can be crucial if you will succeed or not. I have here a couple of points that you will go through it, and then you decide if you need it or not. So number one, of course, is language. So we have foundation programs in English and also in the Czech. That's why at the first slide I have affordable studies or free studies. So if you handle the foundation program in the Czech language, you can actually apply for university in the Czech language and study for free. Or you can choose that you will be studying in English, but of course then you have to pay for academic tuition for every year at the faculty, which is something you can save if you learn the Czech language. So both languages are important to be successful at university, and we can help you with both of them. Number two is academic, which is quite obvious. That's overcome some academic differences between our countries, even though that maybe our university system can be quite similar, but there will be still some changes or small details that are different. And we will also help you with the university admission, and also especially during the most crucial first year of your university. That's most demanding as well. Number three is the guidance. So we will guide you to the majors at universities that fits best to you, and we will help you with applications. We will take you to the open days of these universities, and we will help you with diploma recognition, which is known as the nostrification. Number four, that's independence, but that's something that comes naturally from that. It's basically, you will be most likely for the first time living in different country, for the first time having different environment. So this is something that could be very useful for you. And on point number five is culture and social adaptation, which is something similar like independence, but it's more like helping you to actually smoothly settling in and you know, be focused just on the studies, not be focused where to go for groceries or how to find local fitness gym. So it's really, and also find friends and people you can contact if you need something.
Okay. Foundation programını hem İngilizce hem Çek dilinde okuyabiliyorsunuz. Çek dilinde olursa ücretsiz olduğunu belirtti. Akademik olarak ilk yıl çalışmalarında ders eşitleme konusunda destek olacağını söyledi. Adaptasyon konusunda okulun her türlü desteğinin olduğunu söyledi ve hani arkadaşıma çevredeki yerlerin ulaşımı nasıl yapılacağı konusunda. Evet, yes, you can continue.
Thank you so much. And now we will move to the location where our foundation programs are. So the first one is in Prague. We call it Prague Crystal. And it's quite close to downtown. It's also quite close to the airport. So we call it all-in-one campus, or let's say mini campus, because the dormitories and the classrooms are in the very same building. So you're not spending any time to commuting. And it's also very close to the Divoká Šárka, which is nature reserve with lake inside. So you can, especially during the summer, you can go there for a swim or just having some picnic with your friends. Also inside the building is library. There's some hairdressing salon, fitness center is quite close. So it's something you know, very, very convenient, especially when you're for the first time somewhere abroad, so you can have everything in one place, and you don't have to take like so much time for commuting sorry, in the city.
Okay. Şimdi üniversitenin biraz önceki slaytta üniversitede neden foundation'ı seçmeniz konusunda açıklamalar vardı. Bundan sonra location'dan bahsediyor. Prague Crystal denen bir bölümünden bahsediyor. Şehrin en stratejik bölgesinde olan bir yurt. Burada tarihi merkezlere ve havaalanına çok kolay ulaşıyorsunuz. Sadece 15 dakikalık bir mesafede. Divoká Sark denen bölgeye yürüyerek de ulaşabiliyorsunuz. Çok güzel yüzme şeylerin olduğu, yüzme imkanlarının olduğu yerlere. Aynı zamanda bu hostel yurt diye geçiyor Avrupalıların mantığında bizdeki yurdun karşılığı ve okulda bir tane üniversiteye ait kütüphanede söz konusu, yani ders çalışabileceğiniz bir ortam da var. Aynı zamanda kuaförü var, restoranı var ve fitness salonu da var ve bunun gibi imkanlar Çekya'da bunlara çok kolay ulaşabiliyorsunuz. Okay, go on please, Daniel.
Thank you. And the second location, it's in Poděbrady, which is a beautiful spa town, very close to Prague. It's not actually in the Prague, but it's like in terms of even our geographic location, it's quite close. It's like 50 minutes direct train from Prague. So some students actually like it more than Prague because it's a little more quiet. You know, there's less people, so they can focus more on the studies because, you know, eventually after the foundation year, they will most likely to move back to Prague anyway. So let's say they can enjoy the first year a little more quiet and really focusing on the studies. So your classes will be in the beautiful castle right here, or it's not castle, it's like chateau maybe, and the dormitories are like 5 or 8 minutes away. So you know, you will spend little time commuting, but it's not anything bad, and it's by foot. It's really like 5 or 8 minutes, so everything is close.
Okay. Poděbrady'deki özellikle Foundation'a giden öğrencilerin kaldığı yer Prag'a 50 dakikalık mesafede trenle, resmini gösterdiğimiz çok rahat, huzurlu bir yer. Geçen sene bir öğrencimiz bilgisayar mühendisliğine giden Zeynep, aslında katılabilseydi iyi olurdu, biliyorum linki vardı kendisinde. bu yurtta kaldı ve çok da ekonomik şartlarda kaldı. Elbe'ye bakan Elbe Nehri'nin hemen kenarında. Dersleri de bu şatoya yakın yerde görüyorlar öğrenciler. Yurtla şeyin arasında yürüyerek 5 dakikalık mesafede. Bir de biliyorsunuz bu Podebradi bizim hani Bursa gibi veya böyle kaplıcaların olduğu şehir gibi böyle bir şehir. Rahat, huzurlu. Velilerimiz de gezmişti. Orayı da gördüler. Velilerimize gezenler de oldu. Çok tam böyle yaşanılabilecek, yani sürekli kalınabilecek bir yer. Üniversitenin yurdu da çok güzel, imkanları da çok iyi. Daniel, I added extra things about Zeynep, right?
Okay, yes, no problem. Can I carry on?
Yes, please.
Thank you. And now we will move what we actually can offer to you. So we will start with the foundation programs in English. As I mentioned, this is the programs for affordable cost. So it means that you will have to pay for foundation programs, but then also you have to pay the tuition for your academic, let's say, bachelor's or master's programs.
Yes. Tıp var, mühendislik, tıp, eczacılık, farmasi, tıp, mühendislik ve IT ve ekonomik programları var. Foundation'da İngilizce olarak. For affordable cost'tan kasıt burada maliyeti uygun anlamında kullanılıyor. Yes, please go on.
Okay, so now we will start with the first, which is medicine and pharmacy. All the slides regarding to these programs have the same structure. Here in the first part, you can see what is the academic tuition you will be learning. So of course, it's a lot of biology, chemistry, physics. That's most important for your application and entrance exams at the medicine faculties. These are fields of study you can think about when you are, applying for this foundation program, which it's very broad. It's from general medicine to veterinary or therapy, because there's so many programs you can apply for. And this last column is also the universities you can consider. So of course, speaking about the medicine, there is 5 different faculties of Charles University, but there are also options in Brno or in Olomouc, or also in the Czech University in Prague. And here in this gray column, you can see what are the options in terms of programs. So the first one is the complex program that I would always recommend, because it's most robust program. It's 35 lessons per week. It's from September to June, and we accept students from B1 level of English. And here's also the price for you. What is important to notice here that this fast options is also possible, but we require B2 level of English, and it's 2 months shorter. So that's why we call it fast program. Usually students use it in 2 scenarios. Number one is they have really good English level, or number 2, from some reason they couldn't make it on the time at September, so they are coming in November to us.
Evet, belki öğrencilerimizin talep edenlerin en çok tercih etmek istediği bölümlerden alanlardan bir tanesi tıp ve eczacılıkla ilgili. Akademik tuition dediği akademik olarak yani ücret alınan bölüm anlamında kullanmış bunu. Biyoloji ve somatoloji alınıyor, kimya alınıyor, fizik alınıyor. Medical ethics dediğim tıp ahlakı dediğimiz bir ders var. Aynı zamanda yine İngilizce öğretiliyor bu bölümde. Tıptaki Latin terminoloji, biliyorsunuz tıp terimleri daha çok Latince oluyor. Bir de tabii ki Çekçe öğretiliyor. Peki bu bölümde hangi alanlar var? Genel tıp var, eczacılık var, biyomedisin var, dişçilik var, biyoloji var, biyokemistri var, çevre bilimleri, kimya, veterinerlik, tıp teşhisi ve tedavi teknolojisi, terapi ve rehabilitasyon gibi alt alanlar söz konusu. Burada bu bölümü bitirdikten sonra, yani 1 yıllık foundation'ı hazırladıktan sonra Çekya içerisindeki hangi üniversitelere gidebilirsiniz? Charles Üniversitesi'nin 5 fakültesine gidebilirsiniz. Farklı fakülteleri var, tıp fakülteleri. Brno'daki Masaryk Üniversitesi'nin tıp fakültesine gidebilirsiniz. Olomouc'taki Palaki Üniversitesi'ne gidebilirsiniz ve Çek Teknik Üniversitesi'ndeki tıp okuyabilirsiniz. Bu tıp ve eczacılık'ın 2 programı var. Bir tanesi sağda üstte fiyatı yazıyor. 7.666 euroluk 1250 ders saatinden oluşan 35 haftalık ve sadece B1 İngilizcenin gerektiği. B1'de 5,5 IELTS'e denk geliyor. Gerektiği ve Eylül'de başlayıp Haziran'da biten bir program. Tabii bunun sonunda sınav oluyor. Sınav sonucunu geçtikten sonra ancak belli bir başarı elde ettikten sonra bu dersleri görüp belli başarı elde ettikten sonra siz tıp fakültesine başlıyorsunuz. Diğeri de FAST program, biraz daha ekonomik, daha kısa süreli. No to June yazıyor. Kasım'dan Haziran'a kadar devam eden ve İngilizcesi daha iyi olan öğrenciler için 25 haftalık bir program. Bunun ikisinden bir tanesini tercih edebilirsiniz. Okay, please go on. Thank you.
Okay, so here is just the overview for you to imagine how much you will have to pay for your academic tuition per year at the medicine faculty. So if the first faculty of medicine of Charles University is most expensive, and then it's like pretty equal. It's from, I would say, 12 to 16,000 per year regarding to the faculty.
Okey, burada fakültelerin fiyatları var. Birinci fakülte, burada birinci denmesinin nedeni daha kaliteli olduğu için, daha çok tercih edildiği için 24.000 euro yıllık. İkinci ve üçüncüler hemen hemen aynı. Charles'taki Hrado Kralova'daki daha ucuz, 15.900 euro yıllık. Pilsen'deki 15.000, Olomouc'taki 12.500. Yani 12.500 ile 24.000 euro arasında yıllık eğitim öğretim ücreti olarak tıp fakültesi mevcut Çekya'nın içerisinde. Okay, thank you.
Okay, and now we will move to the economics, which is way easier, especially in terms of structure. I believe you all can, think what you can do with the academic foundation program. So basically, you can then apply for any major somehow connected with finance or banking or economics itself. So it could be really faculties of economics, but it also can be some faculties of social sciences, combining it with some, politics or something like that. And here we have just the one option, which is the fast one. We will accept students with B1 level of English. It's from November to June, so it's 7 months long. And we know that it's completely enough to have 7 months regarding to prepare you for studies in the economics, because it's the preparation it's easier than in medicine, because you don't have to spend so much time, for example, on Latin or something different terminology, because the terminology in economics is similar in Turkish language, in Czech language, or in English, because everything goes from English in this field. So that's why we have just this one options.
Okay. Diğer bir bölüm Foundation'da ekonomi. Göreceğimiz dersler bu ekonomi bölümünü tercih ettiğimizde ekonomiye giriş, ekonomi terminolojisi, matematik, bir de genel İngilizce'de yine Çekçe her bölümde olduğu gibi. Peki siz bu bölümden mezun olduktan sonra, bu ekonomi bölümünden okuduktan sonra nerelerde çalışabilirsiniz? Bankacılık, finans ve muhasebe, ekonomi ve şirket yönetiminde, uluslararası ticaret yapabilirsiniz. Ulusal ekonomide çalışabilirsiniz. Bankalar, devlet dairelerinde, ekonomi bölümlerinde. Ekonomi politikaları üzerine çalışabilirsiniz. Yönetimde çalışabilirsiniz ve uluslararası ve diplomatik çalışmalar yapabilirsiniz. Turizm yönetiminde çalışabilirsiniz. Peki bu bölümden mezun olduktan sonra hangi üniversitelere gidebilirsiniz? Charles Üniversitesi'nin Czech University of Life bölümüne, Life Science, yani yaşam bilimleri bölümüne, Prag'daki yaşam bilimleri bölümüne gidebilirsiniz. Masaryk, Prag'daki Ekonomi Üniversitesi'ne geçiş yapabilirsiniz. Yani buradaki foundation bitirdikten sonra burada tek seçenek var. 675 dersten oluşan 25 haftalık, Kasım'da başlayıp Haziran'da biten bir program var. 4.638 euro yıllık ücreti ve B1 İngilizce yetebiliyor. B1 ile B2 ile C1 arasındaki şeyle yetebiliyor. Thank you.
Okay, and basically nearly everything we were talking in economics goes also for engineering and IT, which means the mathematics is absolutely number one priority. mathematics, and then it's also the physics as well. But you know, I would say like 70% of entrance exams are based on your skill in mathematics. So that's why we have the same scenario like in the economics, which is the fast option from November to June, from B1 level of English, and we will get you to B2, maybe C1 level of English, which is, you know, more than enough for engineering and IT. There are even some faculties they are accepting with B1 level of English as well. So this is something also the fields of study you can consider, you know, from computer science, transport, nuclear engineering, construction engineering, or engineering itself. And there are also some universities you can consider, you know, of course, Charles University, but for example, here, especially speaking about engineering, I would also recommend the Czech Technical University in Prague, which is, from the name, they are really specialized on this topic, and they are one of the best in the country and in the Europe in the engineering programs.
Bu program Avrupa'daki en kaliteli eğitim, mühendislik eğitimi veren üniversitelere yönlendirilen bir program, Foundation programı. Programda matematik, fizik, yani burada AP fizikle AP dersleri, yani lise sonunda gördüğünüz matematik, fiziğin İngilizcesi şeklinde gördüğümüz dersleri göreceksiniz. Information Technology dersi görülüyor. Yine İngilizce ve Çekçe tabii ki var. Bu arada bu bölüm bitirdikten sonra nerelerde çalışabiliyorsunuz? Bilgisayar, elektrik mühendisliğinde ve communication'da, transportta, taşımacılıkta, nükleer enerjide, construction engineering dediğimiz inşaat mühendisliğinde, makine mühendisliğinde, matematikte, fizikte çalışabiliyorsunuz. Peki mezun olduktan sonra hangi üniversiteye gidebilirsiniz? Charles'a, Czech Technical University'ye gidebilirsiniz. Yine Czech Üniversitesi'nin Life Science bölümüne Prag'daki Kimya ve Teknoloji Üniversitesi'ne gidebilirsiniz. Bu programda B1 İngilizce istiyor ve 4.638 euro ve yine program Kasım'da başlayıp Haziran'da devam ediyor. Thank you.
Okay. This is just a reminder that, of course, the number one priority is to study and learn, but also there's a student life at UJOP. You know, number one, I would say it's finding a lot of friends, because some friends are applying for same university like you are, so you will already have some advantage than the students applying straight to university. And also you will experience the excursion to faculties or some culture events. Also, you can join some sports clubs. And if you want to see more about our galleries or videos, you can scan this QR code to see more videos from different events through our academic year.
Bir yıl boyunca öğrencilerin yaşamlarıyla ilgili, yaptıkları sosyal aktivitelerle ilgili burada resimler mevcut. Tiyatro kulübünden tutun da sosyal faaliyetlere kadar seminerler, oturumlar, eğlenceler söz konusu. Eğer o şeyleri görmek istiyorsanız bu kare kodu okutarak şeye girebilirsiniz. Videolarını seyredebilirsiniz. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And now we will move to the foundation programs in the Czech language, which after you will go through foundation programs in the Czech language, you can apply for university in the Czech language and study for free. So for example, if you remember these price list of the medicine faculties, so that's the amount money you can save every year. So here, the first three programs are quite similar like the one in English, except we are learning, of course, in Czech. But we have three more, which is Humanities, Natural Sciences, and Art and Architecture.
Burada da Foundation programı, yani hazırlık programının Çekçe olanı ve bunlar da ücretsiz. Tıp, mühendislik ve ekonomiye ek olarak da Humanities dediğimiz Humanity'nin tam tercümesi yok. İnsan dersi, insanlık anlamına geliyor. Doğal bilimler, tabii bilimler, sanat ve mimari bölümleri var. Çekçe Foundation programları. Okay.
So again, First one is medicine and pharmacy. Here, like this in the white box. Basically, we said all, so that's not important to go through it again. But what's important is here in this gray column. So it's similar like in English, but with one difference is you basically from 0 level of Czech language, you have only one option, which is the complex program, again, the most robust program we have. So you will come to us, know completely nothing about the Czech language, and during this time we will get you to B1 or B2 level of the Czech language. Depends how much you study and how much time you spend really for the studies and how much time you're actually coming to the school. But I would say definitely B1 is possible. B2 for the students, they are really focused. But of course, especially in the medicine, like B1 or B2 level of Czech, maybe it's not the guarantee of acceptance for the best universities or the best faculties. So in that case, you will have to think about it as 2-year journey of the foundation programs with, let's say, ended up with B1 level after your first year and then coming for progress program and getting to B2 or C1 level of Czech and then apply for the best faculty of medicines. Of course, it's 2 years journey, so maybe for example, it seems a lot to you, but if you do just some quick calculation, for example, that you will spend, let's say, 15,000 euro for 2 years, but then you don't have to pay, let's say, 20,000 euro a year. You pay 0 and you study for free. But of course, you will have to learn the language on the level you are satisfied. But of course, we are speaking in medicine. But for example, let's say like general medicine. But for example, if you want to apply for physiotherapy or something, I would say languagely less demanding, there are even options with B1 or B2 level of the Czech language.
Şimdi Çekçe olan tıp programından, tıp ve eczacılık programından bahsediyor. Sol taraf aynısı zaten. Fakat sağ tarafta 2 türlü katılabiliyorsunuz. Bir, Çekçeyi hiç bilmiyorsanız 0 Çekçe ile katılabiliyorsunuz. Veya B1 düzeyinde Çekçeniz varsa Eylül ve Haziran arası 0 Çekçe ile katılabiliyorsunuz. Bir de yine Eylül-Haziran arasında 25 haftalık ücreti de yukarıda programına katılabiliyorsunuz. Fakat burada ekstradan enteresan bir şey var. Eğer siz tıp olduğu için Çekçeyi başaramadıysanız, C1 seviyesindeki seviyeye gelemediyseniz daha sonraki yılda, 2. yılda Çek programa katılabiliyorsunuz. Okay.
We can't hear you.
I'm sorry, I mute myself. Now it's better, right?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So the second is the national science. And again, here the structure is completely same. You can go for a complex program from the 0 level of Czech. And then if you are, let's say, in B1 level, you are not able to get B2 level, you can continue with progress program. But here, I have to tell you that with B1 level of the Czech language, the possibilities are much broader than in medicine, because again, for example, in biology or chemistry, language is not that crucial. So even with B1 or B1 plus or B2 level of the Czech language, you can apply for most of the universities. But of course, if you want to apply for some very specific major, maybe you will have to go to progress as well. But it's different than in for medicine.
Okay. Tabii bilimler veya doğal bilimler diye geçen bir bölüm var. Biyoloji, kimya ve fizik dersler alıyorsunuz Çekçe'nin haricinde ve genel Çekçe ve intensive yoğun Çekçe haricinde. Buradan mezun olunca antropoloji, biyoloji, kimya, fizik, demografi, ekoloji, coğrafya ve kartografi dediği harita bilimi ile ilgili jeoloji, matematik ve istatistik çalışabiliyorsunuz. Yine buradan bu aşağıda yazdığımız üniversitelere, listedeki üniversitelere, Charles, Çek tekniklere girebiliyorsunuz. 2 türlü program var. Bir tanesi hiç Çekçe bilmeden olan bir program. 35 hafta sürüyor. Diğeri de Çekçeyi B1 düzeyinde biliyorsanız Eylül'de başlayıp Haziran'da biten programa katılabiliyorsunuz. Okay.
Okay, so third option is economics. Here again, the structure is same, but we have one exception, which is the light program, the light option. It's the option for someone who is at the beginning focusing to get just B1 level of Czech language. You know, in complex, if you study with us, you do all the homeworks, you attend the classes, you have very good chance to end up with B2 level of Czech, which is quite good. But again, same like with the fast program in medicine in English, light program is more for someone who, from some reason, couldn't make it in September or apply it later or have some issue maybe with documentation. So it's the option how to not lose 1 year. But really, I would say, it's last possible option to consider. You know, of course, always is best to focus on the complex program because that's the program how we made it to be successful at the entrance exams and how to be successful in university. The light program, as it from the name, it's really just, you know, just the taste of the Czech language. We can get you to B1 level of Czech, but, you know, in economics, maybe with B1 level of Czech, you can succeed it at some universities, but most likely it wouldn't be like the top universities. So it's the option, but I would still recommend the complex one.
Ekonomide de diğer İngilizce'de olduğu gibi hemen hemen aynı dersler ve hemen hemen aynı alanlarda şey oluyor ama burada Light diye bir program var. LITE diye yazılan Light programda da komplekste başlayıp yani sıfır Çekçeyle belli bir seviyeye geldikten sonra bu programa geçebiliyorsunuz. Ben diyor bunu tavsiye ederim. Kompleksi tavsiye ederim diyor. Yıl kaybetmemek adına yani daha iyi ilerlemek adına. Yoksa eğer B1 düzeyinde Çekçeniz varsa diyor direkt progress dediğimiz daha kısa süren programa dahil olabilirsiniz diyor. It's okay.
Okay, and now the engineering and IT. That's again quite similar like the slide before. Again, option of the light program, but it's not something you should be focused on. It's something like if you miss the complex, you still have some like safe net, but really the complex is the crucial. And here again, most important, it's preparation in mathematics and physics. And of course, you know, the Czech language, that would be probably the most demanding for you. But the fields of study and universities to consider are exactly the same like the ones in the English program.
Bir önceki slaytla hemen hemen aynı fakat burada işte matematiği ve fiziği Çekçe görüyorsunuz. Yine bunda da LITE diye yazılan Light program söz konusu. Eğer kaçırırsanız size Eylül'deki programı bu programa katılabiliyorsunuz. Okay?
Okay. And now we have two last programs, and first of them is the Humanities. And here, we are back to structure like in the medicine, like in the natural sciences, just two options, but basically from zero level, just the complex program, because, you know, especially in the humanities, the language is quite important. I would say it's crucial for students to handle the language before they will be studying humanities. And here, they can apply for international relationships, politics, you know, journalism, media, social sciences, or humanities itself. So there is a lot of options in humanities as well.
Humanities alanında modern tarih, sosyal bilimlere giriş, uygulamalı bilimler, verbal thinking dediğimiz yani creative thinking, yaratıcı düşünmeyle alakalı bir ders, socio-cultural seminar gibi dersleri aldıktan sonra aynı zamanda tabii ki yoğun Çekçe ve İngilizce aldıktan sonra bu aşağıdaki bölümlere politika, mütercim tercümanlık, pedagoji, gazetecilik ve sosyal bilimler, sosyoloji ve filozofi, felsefe gibi bölümlere girebiliyorsun. Tabii ki bu Çekçe oluyor. Bunun da iki opsiyonu var. Bir tanesi sıfır Çekçe ile başlayıp bir yıl boyunca Çekçe görüyorsunuz. %73 oranda bir başarı sağlamanız lazım. Ve bir de progress programına katılarak yani B1 Çekçe ile yani mevcutta B1 Çekçeniz varsa o programlara katılarak bu bölüme dahil olabiliyorsunuz bir yıl sonra. Evet. That's okay.
Okay, and the last program is Art and Architecture, which is program we combined because the architecture majors and art majors have one similar sign, which is you have to submit your portfolio or some talent exams even before the Christmas. So usually it's around November. You have to submit this portfolio, which we will help you in our program because it's again from September to June. So let's say during the 1.5, 2 months, we are preparing you to complete these portfolios, getting your talent exams, especially in the arts, to be done. So this is slightly different structure than in the previous foundation programs because it's a little different, especially how the faculties operates because entrance exams are earlier, and then we are moving to learning the Czech language later. But again, in arts and architecture, language is important, but it's not equally important like in medicine or natural sciences. So this is something to keep in mind. But again, the program stays same. Only difference is that first 1 month is still a bit different because of these portfolios. But the lectures per week are the same. And also we will get you to B1, I would say B2 level of Czech if you are working. And then speaking about the universities to consider, so we have some art programs at Charles University, but it's more, I would say, theoretical than practical. If you want to be really like artist or architecture, I would recommend again Czech Technical University for architecture, or maybe FAMU, which is the film academy, or the UMPRUM, which is like the design school in Prague. Of course, to get in these design or art schools is usually more complicated than in engineering or economics because there's less spots and a lot of people applying. But of course, we will do our absolute best to get you in these universities.
Sanat ve güzel sanatlar dediğimiz, mimarlık dediğimiz bölümde ise burada yine 2 seçenek var. I am sorry, I will Daniel, I will how am I going to tell? I will I don't mean to cancel. I will simplify what you are saying since about the Czech in Czech programs, but I will explain explicitly. That means that you mean that you need the portfolio for the
Yes.
the foundation, right? Okay, let me explain.
I'm sorry, not for a foundation, but during the foundation program, we will because this portfolio you need to apply at university after foundation program. So we are helping you in the program to
I see.
to complete it.
Before foundation, you don't need the portfolio, right?
No.
Okay, that's okay. Güzel sanatlar, mimarlık için zaten siz formata hakim olduğunuz bölümler ve şeyler bunlar. Ben şunu sordum. Foundation için Çekçe güzel sanatlar, mimarlık için Foundation'a ihtiyaç var mı diye sordum. Yok dediler ama biz ders sırasında yardımcı, yani Foundation programında portfolyo üretmesine çocukların yardımcı oluyoruz dediler. Programlarda bu şekilde. Okay, that's okay. Please go on.
Okay, so this is the end of our programs. That's all we have. And this slide is important, but I guess you already discovered from the slide before that even though that we as UJOP, as institute, we are a part of Charles University, but we are preparing you as our students for any university in the Czech Republic. So that means even though, for example, you apply for our engineering program, and we know that, for example, the Czech Technical University is one of the best and they have the best programs, we will be very happy if you apply there also. So it's not that we are pushing our students to study at Charles University because we are aware that sometimes it's not the best fit our programs, or not every student is best fit for our university. Speaking, for example, about the art, as I mentioned before. So this is something important that since you come to us, we can guide you to any university in the Czech Republic.
Okay. Bu sistemle biz bu görülen Çekya'daki bütün üniversitelere, bu mevcut üniversitelerin hepsine gönderiyoruz ve bu üniversitelere gönderilirken Bize sorabilirsiniz. Biz size bu konuda rehberlik edebiliriz. Yes, okay. About the summer program, Daniel.
Yes, and now we will see more about this is just the overview of all our programs, and also we will look in our summer schools in the next slide.
Okay, you don't have to explain all of these things. These are for the summer programs. Yes, okay. Please go on.
Okay, so this is just the overview that we have 4 options, but basically for students they have no experience with the Czech language. I would recommend the first 2. First one is in English, it's in Prague, and second one it's in Czech and it's also in Prague. These second 2 in Poděbrady are also okay, but it's more for students they already have some experience with the Czech language. So I would recommend the first 2 options.
Burada da Çek Cumhuriyeti'nde yaz programları görülüyor. Yani 15 ile 18 yaş arası ve 16 yaş ve 18 yaş büyüğü. Yazın İngilizce veya Çekçe olanlar var. Solda İngiliz bayrağı olan Çekçe. 13 Haziran'la 13 Temmuz'da 27 Temmuz arasında 15 günlük süre içerisinde yaz programlarına öğrencilerimiz katılabilirler. Yes.
Okay. And we are nearly at the end of my presentation, or we are at the end of my presentation. So I would really would like to thank the Lapidary College Counselling for having me here at this presentation. And because the Lapidary is our partner in Turkey, so if you have any questions or you want to contact them, you can contact them. You have in this chat, you have the contact, or here you have the web page. And also now we still have a little bit of time, so we can have if someone have any questions, you can put them here in the chat or just raise the hand and we can answer them.
Beni dinlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Lapidary'e teşekkür ederim. Lapidary bizim Türkiye'deki partnerimiz, ortağımız. Siz sorularınızı sorabilirsiniz. Kalan süre içerisinde de isterseniz el kaldırarak, isterseniz chat ile sorularınızı sorabilirsiniz. Teşekkür ederim. Okay, just I'm asking the questions. If there is anybody, you can raise your hand. El kaldırarak sorularınızı sorabilirsiniz Daniel'a. Direkt ben tercüme edip şey yapabilirim. Yes, Kıvanç.
Merhabalar
yes, we can
hocam.
hear you. Merhaba. Yes,
Yeah,
Kıvanç.
right?
You can ask directly to Daniel. Kıvanç is our students from Lapidary, and he has an acceptance from some universities in Europe and from Czechia. Yes, Kıvanç, he's listening to you.
So, you mentioned something about the complex program, but I didn't fully understand. Like, I have been accepted into the complex program in medicine, but if any issues arise, let's say, would it be possible for me to start the FAST program in November instead of the complex program in September?
Okay, thank you for your questions. Yes, it is possible. However, especially speaking about the medicine, I would really recommend you the complex program. It's not just it's not just because it's two months longer, but we have more time to focus, for example, at Latin terminology, which in the FAST program we spent very little time. And the Latin terminology will be handy for you during your first year and the second year at university. So if you have the time and if you are, if it's okay for your family budget to pay for a complex program, I would really advise you to come on complex program, because especially in the medicine, well, that's a huge difference. It's not just about the language. So maybe even though I hear you have good English, it's not that dependent on the English, but it's really that we have more time to really put focus on not just on the English, but mainly on the medical ethics, prepare you for the entrance exams, because entrance exams in medicine faculties are quite specific. So we spend this time to, you know, to telling you all about, so you are prepared best possible. But of course, if you feel like you are ready and you don't need it, you can apply, come for a fast program. But I would just recommend the complex one.
Well, thank you for your suggestion. I have another question.
Yes, let me translate. Kıvanç şunu sordu. Kendisinin Kıvanç kompleksten mi, FES'ten mi kabulün var senin? FES'ten değil mi? Kompleksten mi? Efendim?
Aha.
Kompleksten.
Evet.
Değiştirebilir miyim diye sordum değil mi?
Evet hocam.
Değiştirebilir miyim diyorsun. Hani belki oradaki başka velilerimizin ilgisini çekebilir. Kompleksle fast arasındaki FAST program, yani hızlıyla karmaşık, kompleks diye geçen aslında full program gibi oluyor. Arasındaki fark, daha yoğun ders görüyorsunuz. O da sana kompleksi önerdi. Yanlış anlamadıysam değil mi? Yani eğer zamanın varsa daha çok çalışacağın için komplekse katılman daha iyi olur. Ama tabii ki İngilizcen yeterliyse, kapasiten yeterliyse FAST'e gelebilirsin dedi. Okay. You can ask the other question, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, apologize if I have overlooked this information previously, but I would like to confirm. If I graduate from this university with a medical degree, will this qualification be recognized throughout Europe? Like, can I go anywhere with this medical degree? For
Yes.
example, Italy. Oh,
Yes, the medical degree is completely acceptable, except sometimes, you know, like the degree is acceptable. It depends on the employer or hospital. So, for example, if you want to, apply for a job in different hospital, so maybe they would like to have some check on that. But of course, you will have the knowledge. But the degree it's for sure. It's recognizable throughout the Europe and also the North America as well.
North America, you mean that? North America?
Yes, North America as well. And I'm not sure if all the states, but like 70% of them, of course.
You mean that North America means that Canada, not just the United States,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, US and Canada, yeah.
US and Canada. Is
Mm-hmm.
it possible for you to give us the universities or the institutions that were accepted your university's diploma?
Yes,
Can you find?
I can do it. Yeah, I will speak to my colleagues and they should prepare it for you. So as soon as I have it, I will forward to you.
Oh, this is a very good news. Müsaadenizle tercüme edeyim. Kıvanç, izin verir misin?
Tabii hocam.
Kıvanç şeyi sordu, eğer diplomasının geçerliliğini sordu. Evet, geçerli diye cevap aldı. Avrupa'da geçerliliğiyle alakalı. Fakat bazı hastaneler bazı kontroller yapabiliyorlar dedi. Hani geçerlilikte problem yok, ancak bazı hastaneler çok nadir şey yapabiliyorlar. Nasıl diyeyim, kontrol edebiliyorlar dedi. Yani kabul etmeyle alakalı. İkinci şey, Kuzey Amerika dedi ve Kanada'da bazı eyaletlerde, tam emin olamadım ama bazı eyaletlerde diplomalarının geçerli olduğunu söyledi. Ben listesini verebilir misiniz diye sordum. Evet dedi, çalışma arkadaşlarına sorup gönderecek. O listesini ben de size ulaştırabilirim. Okay. Any question? Başka soru?
By the way, thank you, Daniel. That was the last question.
Okay, you're welcome. Yeah,
any question?
If
yes.
If there will be no more questions, you can always write directly to Lapidary and they will help you.
Okay, thank you, Daniel, for everything.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It was a real pleasure to be here with you, and I look forward to you, potential students, to coming to us, and also you, Ahmed, since we are in Turkey again.
Okay, we will appreciate that. We will contact with you, and we appreciate your participate, your presentation to us. Thank you.
Thank you so much and have a great evening.
Thank
Have
you
a
so
great
much.
Bye.
Thank
See
you.
you.
Katılan
Goodbye.
herkese çok teşekkür ederiz. Bir sorusu olan direkt bana mail atabilir veya arayabilir. Numaramı ve mailimi paylaşmıştım. Tekrardan paylaşayım.
Teşekkür ediyoruz Ezgi Hanım. Ellerinize
Ben
sağlık.
teşekkür ederim
Teşekkür
hocam.
ediyoruz.
Sizin ellerinize sağlık hocam.
Tüm katılımcılara da bir teşekkür ediyoruz. Çok sağ olun katıldığınız için.
Biz teşekkür ederiz Ahmet Bey. İyi akşamlar dileriz.
İyi akşamlar Fethiye Hanım. Detaylı görüşelim. Kolay gelsin.
Aynen. İyi akşamlar. Hoşça
İyi akşamlar. Kolay gelsin.